Right, guys, welcome to this live stream here. Just discussing the Springboks side that has been selected. And let's quickly go through this team lineup just to give you guys an indication. So, Oxnashire, Bongi Bunambi, and Frans Malherbe in the starting lineup. In the front row, then Eben Etzebeth and Franco Mostert in the lock combination. Sia Kolisi, Pieter Stef de Toey, and Jasper Wiese in the loose trio with Faf de Klerk and Damian Willems at halfback combination, then Damien Dialendi and Jesse Creel in the midfield, and in the back three, Kurtley Arends, Cheslin Colby and Willie Leroux. Then on the bench we've got Malcolm Marks, Steven Kitsoff, Vincent Kok, Marvin Uri, Kwaga Smith, Kobus Reinach, Manny Libok and Makazola Mapimpi. So a very formidable Springbok side, and again a little bit disappointed that we don't see an Evan Roos for the weekend. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Evan Roos, and we're always looking forward to see him play. He's been one of the standout performers in the URC, so a little bit disappointed there. And then also the fact that Damian Willems again at fly-off. It's a little bit worrying that we won't have a recognised goal kicker for this game up until the stage where Manny Libok do come onto the field. But enough rambling from my side. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of it. It's always interesting to hear what people have to say about the Springbok side selected. I mean, Rassie Erasmus again this week in trouble after making another video highlighting all the mistakes from the referee on the weekend, and a little bit worried and concerned that he might get into trouble again regarding that video that he did make, and getting a lot of criticism from the UK media. We need to be really careful that we're not being seen as whiners and diners throughout this whole UK tour again, like it was with the British and Irish Lions tour. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the video that Rassie Erasmus did, and also whether you agree with the mistakes that was made, and are you happy with the Springbok side that has been selected to play on the weekend. Again, if we look through this team lineup, Willie Leroux at fullback, one would have expected him to still be on the bench. He did play really well when he did come onto the field on the weekend. I thought that he gave direction to the back line, definitely speed up the game. The ball was going to the wingers more often when he was playing at 10, and really surprised that he is starting this week, because will he have the same kind of impact that he had against Ireland from the bench? Will he be able to do that in the starting lineup for the Springbok side? Then Cheslin Colby finally moving back to the right wing where he deserves to be. I think he didn't have a phenomenal game against Ireland from the fullback. Caught himself a yellow card in the process as well. So glad that he's back on the right wing, and he can definitely cause a lot of problems for France from the right wing when he gets into space, and he's solid under the high ball, as is Willie Leroux. So it's good to see that they've opted to go with guys that understand the high ball and can defend it. I was a little bit surprised with the inclusion of Kurtley Arends into that starting lineup. I thought Makazola Mapimpi had a really good game last week. He was good under the high ball. His defensive efforts were on song. So definitely a tactical change here for the Springboks, having Kurtley Arends on that left wing. And questions will be asked, will he be as secure under the high ball as the rest of the team? We'll have to wait and see. And then Jesse Creel and Damien Dialendi, of course, retaining their position in the midfield. So Damien had a really good game, took the ball up very well, defensive efforts was good. Same with Jesse Creel. I thought he had a really good game. Defensively, he read Johnny Sexton very, very well. Questions can still be asked whether he's the right guy on the attack for South Africa. But then again, we have Lukanya in the mix, who's out injured at the moment. So Jesse don't really have to prove himself as an attacking outside centre, as long as he does the job that's required from him from the coach's perspective. Then I guess he's the right man for the job. Then also worrying for me, Damien Willems at fly-off. He didn't have a particularly good game at fly-off against Ireland. And many people can say, yes, he did perform and he had a man of the match award in the Rugby Championship earlier this year. But yeah, it's end of year tour now, and it's a lot harder than what you would expect from a green fly off, and one that can't kick a goal makes it so much worse. We really need to find that balance where we want an attacking player who can spark the magic from anywhere, but are still able to kick a goal. And I think that is the most important thing at the end of the day. Then Faf de Klerk at number 9, I expected him to come in for the experience to guide Manny Libbok, but regardless of that, he has been selected in the starting lineup then perfectly, and hopefully they can live up to the expectation. Then forwards wise, likes of Oxenashire, Bongi Bonambi and Frans Malherbe coming into the mix. As always, we are blessed with quality all around in the forwards, and this one is no exception. I mean, which other team in the world can field the kind of front row that we field on any given weekend? I mean, last week it was Kitshoff, Marks and Malherbe. This week it's Ox, Bonambi and Malherbe. We could have easily have gone with any of the other guys, in Vincent Koch, Thomas de Toey or Trevor Nyakane, and we wouldn't have lost anything in brutal force there. So a very good pick there for me. I think Marks and Kitshoff and Koch will do exceptionally well when they do come off the bench, and provide that extra bit of oomph that the Springboks side might require to win the game at the end of the day. Then lock combination, Eben Etzebeth and Franco Mostert has been quite exceptional. Etzebeth definitely one of the front runners for SA Player of the Year, along with Lukanya and it will be interesting to see how he combines with Franco Mostert, who played really well when he came on for Leeuwarden after the injury last week. So expecting all of that to really just take him to the next level against France. Then Sia Kulisi, Peter Steph de Toey and Jasper Wiese. I'm glad to see that Jasper Wiese have managed to be cleared from concussion, and he will play a vital role in the Springboks side. Again, at the cost of Evan Roos maybe, but I mean, he's done nothing wrong. He's been really good throughout the year, and definitely one of the players that deserves his position in that blue trio at the moment. Peter Steph de Toey were incredible last week when he came on to when he played last week. Had a monster of a game, made those tackles, did gain a lot of ground for the Springbok side, so no surprises there. And then Sia Kulisi being all around the pitch. Just he needs to really communicate with the referee a little bit better. I mean, then it won't be necessary for Rassie Erasmus to go and make the videos that he's been doing. He needs to single it out, look at the replays more often, and challenge the referee when there's a possible forward pass or indiscretion at the breakdown. I just feel that he's not doing enough as captain of the side to secure that turnaround that we would want to see from the referees. But I'm very happy with the side, and it seems like we do have a problem with the network, and there's a little bit of a lag going on. So I'm not going to go on too much longer as we have a look quickly at the bench. Like I said, Mark Kitshoff and Vincent Koch sorted. Marvin Orie gets the opportunity to prove himself again. It was either Marvin Orie or Salman Murat at the end of the day, and they've gone with Marvin Orie. So let's hope he can step up to the plate. Will he have the same kind of impact that Mostert had last week? We'll have to wait and see. Kwagga is always phenomenal when he came onto the field, and I do believe that he still manages to spark that magic when we need it the most. And then Cobus Reinhardt coming on with his experience, for me, is probably better than both Faf and Jaden Hendrikse. But yeah, he will get the opportunity to prove himself, and then Manny Libbok will come off the bench to make his debut, and then Makazole Mapimpi maybe to try and get 1 or 2 tries in there in that second half. But yeah, a very good Springbok side, and I will chat with you guys a little bit later in the week when we discuss this team in detail again, and also do the commentary on the weekend. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers.